Hello and welcome one more week to the Commodity Compass. It's Enrique from globalfoodtraders.world, and in this chapter we're gonna dive deep into the sugar market. Welcome back to the Commodities Compass, your weekly guide through the dynamic world of commodity markets. It's Enrique, and today we are setting our sights on the sugar market, specifically focusing on the Icumsa sugar index. If you're involved in food and beverage production, trading, or simply interested in understanding the sweetener landscape, or you are a savvy investor and you want to navigate the extremely, uh, we are touching all-time high inflation, this episode is for you. This is a graphic on the price of the sugar Icumsa 45 in 5 years graphic. We can see that because sometimes it's a bit, you can mistake the perception, because even though right now you see this part at the end that it looks like it's going down, but look at the this is an uptrend. It goes to the top high trend. It touches kind of a barrier, and it doesn't broke the support, it doesn't broke the support, and it's gonna go high. We know it's gonna go way higher than that. So part one of what I want to share with you, my dear traders, investors, the Icumsa index, a sweet overview. What is the Icumsa index? The International Commission for Uniform Methods of Sugar Analysis, Icumsa, set standards for sugar quality worldwide. The Icumsa index tracks the price of high quality refined sugar, crucial for various industries. Key factors driving the index: weather patterns, particularly in major sugar producing regions like Brazil and India, significantly impact crop yields and subsequently prices. Political decisions such as export quotas or subsidies can also create fluctuations. This is the map of sugar producers in the world in 2024. Um, we're gonna see it easily in a list. It's gonna be those are the top 10 2024 list of top 10 providers. India, with the sugar production of 34 million metric tons, claims the title of the largest sugar producer in the world right now. Published online February 13, 2024, feature Arkansas Aurora. You have the source here, viewed, all the views. Sugar, an ubiquitous ingredient in culinary creations worldwide, serves as more than just a sweetener. It's a cornerstone of global agriculture and trade. As we embark on a journey through the top 10 sugar producing countries, we uncover the intricate web of sugarcane cultivation, technological advancements, and trade dynamics that define the modern sugar history industry. Sorry. Sugars producers in the world 2024. The United Nations Food of and Agriculture Organization reports that sugar production spans 111 countries, with an additional 20 cultivating sugarcane or sugar beets for export. However, the International Sugar Organization highlights that 70% of global sugar output originates from only 10 sources. including the European Union, which comprises multiple countries. Largest sugar producer country in the world by 2024. India is the new leader. You know, Brazil was the all time leader, but India, reigning as the world's foremost sugar producer, holds a pivotal role in the global sugar landscape, boasting an impressive output of 34 million tons. India solidifies its dominance in sugar production, benefiting from favorable climatic conditions, vast agricultural expanses, and an advanced farming practices. India's robust sugar industry not only fulfills domestic demand but also drives its economy. As the largest sugar producing nation, India's substantial contribution to the global supply underscores its prominence and affluence in the international sugar market, affirming its status as a key player, lead player, I would say, in the industry by 2024. Top 10 largest sugar producers in the world. India, with the sugar production of 34 million, claims the title of the largest producer. Here is the top 10 producers. Okay, let's watch it in like this. So, number one goes to be India with 34 and a half, almost 34 and a half million metric tons. Brazil gets demoted to second place with 27, almost 28 million tons. Number third goes to Thailand with 14, almost 15 millions. China becomes fourth. United States is fifth with 7.5 million tons. Russia almost the same, 7.5. Mexico, almost 7, bit less than 7 million. France, almost 5 million. Pakistan, almost 5 million. And Australia with 4.5 million tons per year. This is a lot. Part two, the current sugar market, a bittersweet symphony. Why we said this? Because there's some bitter parts. The price trends over the past 6 months, the Icumsa index has seen decreased of 10% as we see in the overall index, reaching the actual price. This is due to more production but more demand than ever. So, yeah, the advancements in technology improves the production, but the demand is touching the most demand ever, so there's more demand for sugar than ever has been. So yeah, it's more production than ever, but uh, it's still the demand is higher. The demand is higher and higher and higher, and people are getting so addicted to sugar. It's being used in medicines, in sodas, in gummy bears, in everywhere. So sugar is in everywhere, and there has never been so much demand on sugar, and the addiction levels of the new generations are never seen in the history of the world. Some geopolitical tensions are altering the routes for delivery, which is making more complicated to assure availability. And this is gonna change prices. One important standard used in the sugar industry is the Icumsa 45 RBU reflectance based units standard. This is important. In this blog post, we will delve into the world of refined sugar and demystify the significance of the Icumsa 45 RBU standard. The Icumsa 45 RBU standard is an internationally recognized measurement used to address the quality and purity of the refined sugar. So this quality assurance, the Icumsa 45 RBU standard guarantees that the refined sugar meets specific quality criteria. International trade, the Icumsa 45 RBU standard acts as a benchmark for sugar trading across borders. Consumer confidence. By adhering to the Icumsa 45 RBU standard, manufacturers can assure consumers of the superior quality and purity of the refined sugar used in their products. So it's kind of a landmark that we all together achieve to secure the quality and the standard, the sustained quality. Process optimization standard helps sugar producers optimize their refining processes, which means that the cost of producing it gets optimized, I would say, and that gets a better return on investment to our investors. Okay, part three, outlook, a taste of what's to come. Okay, we're gonna do kind of physical commodity trading futurism. Okay, short-term forecast. In the coming weeks, expect prices to rise due to all-time high inflation and fiat currency depreciation. Keep an eye on China and USA for the fight to depreciate opponents' currency via buying debt. You know that they are trying to destroy each other to be alone handling the world. We'll see new things like the New World Order movements. The last rumors and are that they are gonna fake uh, an alien invasion to put security in front of all the rest, as Pearl Harbor or 11 of September, the Twin Towers thing, that kind of Hollywood shows that you make to control the population. So beware, because we're gonna see the dollar collapse and we're gonna see a lot of things. So be ready to be surrounded with the best team possible. Okay, long term considerations. Sustainability concerns are increasingly impacting the sugar industry. Stability on availability is being compromised, and this will skyrocket the prices. Expert insights. ISO revises 23-24 global sugar deficit forecast to 2 point almost 3 million metric tons. International Sugar Organization ISO has revised this forecast for 23-24 global sugar deficit to 3,000 million metric tons. This is a deficit that is gonna increase the prices for sure, because yeah, we are producing more than ever, but the world market is demanding more sugar than ever, and more that they will. So this estimated in February reports Sugar Online. The global sugar consumption forecast was increased by almost 2,000 million tons to how much? To 182 million tons in 2024, while the estimated for global sugar production was reduced by almost 500 thousand tons to 179 million tons, according by ISO quarterly market outlook. So, reduced production, increased demand. They say if it's white and in a bottle, ISO anticipates Brazil's sugar production to increase by 1,000 million tons from the previous season. a much smaller expansion that last season rise of 11,000 million tons. China's 23-24 sugar production is expected to rise by around almost um, 1,000 million tons. Production increase. I think Japan was sorry, China was 5,000 million. So this is almost 6,000 million. Production in Thailand is estimated to fall 2.2 thousand million tons. In India, sugar production is expected to be 1 million tons lower. So India goes down, Thailand goes down in production than in the previous season at 31.7 million tons. ICE estimates Mexico's sugar production to decline for more than half a million tons from the previous session. Turkey. Turkish firms buy sugar on a Belarusian exchange for the first time. A Turkish company purchased 136 metric tons of sugar on the Belarusian Universal Commodity Exchange, BUCE. The first time a Turkish based firm closed a sugar purchasing deal on BUCE, according to SB News. This is key. You know, we've been basing the reference of international trade on dollars, but things are changing. Okay, this is only 136 metric tons, but this is, a starting point to open new windows of opportunity. So, according to SB News, countries in Central and Northeast Asia, the main markets for Belarusian sugar through the stock exchange platform, increased purchases of Belarusian white granulated sugar through BUCE by 3.6 million tons in the first 5 months in 2024 to 3.500 three and a half thousand million tons. This is a lot. This is a big increase. Barbados, sugar industry concerned over the late start of cane harvest. This is gonna affect for this delay cane harvest. The chairman of Barbados Sugar Industry Limited, BSIL, Mark Seeley, has said that the delay of the 2024 sugarcane harvest would not only cause disruptions during the rainy season but also impact cultivation practices, according to Barbados Today. The sugarcane harvest, which usually takes 3 months, started later than usually this year and at the end of March, and some farmers are yet to complete harvesting sugarcane, which is overripe. I mean, you're gonna take your own conclusions. One press release: Pakistan sugarcane crop area declines in 23-24. Cane yields rises. Sugarcane was cultivated in 1.2 million hectares in Pakistan in the 23-24 season, compared to 1.3 million hectares in the previous year. So we lost 10% of the space that Pakistan have to harvest in the previous year. But sugarcane yield has improved, according to the Pakistan Economic Survey 23-24, released by the government, reports Sugar Online. Sugarcane production declined a little bit to around 87.64 million metric tons. Through the total production area has decreased, the yield increased. So the area is a little bit smaller, but the yield is better for technology, for the producers. We are improving. We are learning and improving. is encouraging, highlighting the optimal agriculture policy mix. According to the economic survey, the 23-24 sugarcane yield is estimated at 74.25. This is like 1,000 hectares compared to 6671. So the space of cultivating it increases around, I would say, from 66 to 74. This is around a 7-8% more or less. The decline in the cane crop area was partially attributed to crop switching. So this is a reduced crop area. UK NFU Sugar and British Sugar announced changes to UK beet seed model. NFU Sugar and British Sugar announced changes to the UK sugar beet seed model on June 11. That was, yes, I mean, today is 21st, 10 days ago, to give growers more choice and flexibility in seed purchasing, reports Sugar Online. The model has been reformed with the intention of preventing the rush to secure seed at the same time from the same. Um, Let me see that, because my secured intention of preventing the rush to the secure seat and the same time from the same place, and the de-linking seat and contracting decisions. NFU Sugar said in a statement. Growers will be empowered to take up new genetics sooner, to increase the opportunity to secure the right varieties and traits they need, and to significantly reduce the risk of substitutions. From the 2025 crop onwards, growers and seed breeders will be empowered to buy and sell seed directly or via third party suppliers, as well as via the existing UK seed account, operated by British Sugar and overseen by NFU Sugar. These changes will give growers more choices regarding where and how to buy their seat according to NFU. So this also can slightly affect the end result and price. To supply British Sugar, growers will be permitted to grow a wider choice of beet varieties, which is expected to allow earlier uptake of new genetics and increase choice for growers. British Sugar's seed selling process, although the UK seeds account will also change. The company will sell seeds throughout the year, and stocks will be released for sale and they become available, meaning growers can buy their desired seeds when it is right for them. The recommended list trials will move to evaluating finished products rather than genetics alone. What else? We're pleased to have worked together with British Sugar to agree these important changes to seed purchasing, so that it remains fit for purpose in our sector, which is facing exciting opportunities, said NFU Sugar Board Joint Seed Lead Andrew Fletcher. Nick Morris, head of the agriculture supply chain at British Sugar, said the changes will empower growers by giving them more choice and flexibility in seed purchasing. Beet seeds is a fundamental part of our industry, and we're committed to evolving the buying model to beat grower demands, as well supporting continued investment in seed breeding and seed technology. This will mean we can continue to adapt to emerging threats and performance opportunities, he said. Press release ACRUU Sugar News World says Brazil's June shipments down 14% so far. We're talking about 2024 June. Ukraine origin competitive Brazil exported uh, almost 600,000 metric tons of sugar in the first week of June, a daily loading rate 14% below last year when a total of 2.9 million metric tons was exported, according to SESEX. Ukraine promising investment agro argued that Ukrainian, um, let me know, sugar news, Brazil exported first week of June. UKR Prominvest Agro argued that Ukrainian white sugar was competitive with Brazilian sugar at the moment, although container shipping needed to be optimized. A lot of news, and very recent news. So includes content from Latifundist, Sweet, and UKR Agro Thailand. Industry Federation cancels sugar price measure. The Federation of Thai Industries (FTI) approved the cancellation of the measure that fixed the ex-factory prices of sugar. An official from the Commerce Ministry said, adding that sugar remained a controlled product. What else? Mexico. Road gets worse. Prices keep increasing. The proportion of municipalities affected by the road went from 85.1 to 88 in the second half of the year, according to the Agricultural Markets Consulting Group, GMMI. We're putting all the sources because we don't want to seem that we are making it up. It is what it is. The true specialists are giving us the good lip stream to follow. The agency pegged sugar production this year at 4.6 million metric tons, down by almost a 10% on year, and imports at uh, more than half a million metric tons. Meanwhile, retail prices of standard sugar reached MXN 45.6 per kilo, USD 2.4 per kilo in the week ending June 7, up by 50% on year. The National Committee for the Sustainable Development of Sugar Cane, CONADESUCA, CONADESUCA, said. Publimetro and foodnavigator.com. Those are news from those sources. What else? EDF, Man Daily Brazil, sugar mix. Watch for signs of a possible smaller crop. Reuters sugar market players will be keen to check for signs that 24-25 sugar production may be less than expected when industry group Unica releases its report this week. Unica was to release production data for the second half of May in coming days. Among the data is the so-called sugar mix, the average cane allocation published for production of sugar and ethanol. The second half of May is being approached with caution by most market analysts, following the first half of May sugar mix, which performed below expectations and raised some concerns, said Bianca Guimaraes, a sugar analyst with S&P Global Commodity Insights. The latest Unica report brought a sugar mix of 48.2, while an S&P survey of analysts expecting a 51.7, 50%. If the mix remains below expectations, Brazil will produce less sugar in the full crop than expected. The market consensus for the center south crop is around 42.5 million tons, which would be equals the record production in 23-24. The same, maybe a bit slower. We don't know yet. What else? Egypt implements 3-month ban on sugar exports to meet local demand. Bloomberg. The Egyptian Trade and Industry Ministry has extended its ban on sugar exports for an additional 3 months. Al-Mal reported on Thursday, June 11th. The decision excludes any quantity that exceeds the local demand after getting necessary approvals from the ministry. Ali Al Moseli, the supply and internal trade minister, said last week that the sugarcane cultivated area had reached, let me see, to be precise, reached the 600,000 acres and confirmed that the country's strategic sugar reserves were sufficient for 6 months' consumption. Look, the countries are looking only 6 months ahead. Then you understand why the savvy investors they dominate the market because they look way further than that. Moselli said that farmers will continue supplying sugar to factories affiliated with the holding company for food industries. The minister said that the government paid between EGP 1.405 and 50, which is like 30.4 and 28.3 dollars for each ton of beet, with EGP 250 to 400 provided as additional incentives per ton. He said that EGP 1,750 per ton will be dis, disbursed for supplies from March 16 to 31, 2024, which includes GP1 1,400 as a basic price and EGP 350 as an additional incentive for ton per ton. Sugar substitutive xylitol linked to increased risk of heart attack, stroke. The Washington Post. This substitutive called xylitol had a bad reputation, kind of Washington Post. The popular sugar substitutive xylitol, commonly used by those wanting to lose weight or who are diabetic, is associated with an increased risk of a cardiovascular event such as a heart attack and stroke, according to a study published in the European Heart Journal on Thursday. Researchers from the Cleveland Clinic conducted uh, several studies. In one, they analyzed saved plasma samples of participants of an earlier study, more than 3,000 subjects who had been fasting. These subjects had been followed over 3 years, during which some of them had suffered a cardiovascular event such as an heart attack or stroke. In the new study, researchers found that those who had suffered a cardiovascular event and high blood levels of xylitol, expensive US sugar, encourages relocation to Canada. This is very important new because this is gonna explode some kind of. This is gonna depurate the quality of the sugar. So and the way the technology used to make this sugar. Bloomberg says several major confectionery makers are setting up factories in Canada to have access to cheaper sugar than in the US, according to industry sources. USDA data, meanwhile, showed a surge in the export of confectionery from Canada to the US. Saregnikov added that high-tier U.S. sugar imports would continue to increase due to the poor crop in Mexico, which should lead um, to lower exports to the U.S. Okay, a lot of news, some good, some not as good, but the good traders surrounded but the best team, they are going to take profit when it goes up, when it goes down, when it rolls away. It doesn't matter. You need to be connected and informed. This is education because nowadays ignorance is a choice. So I wish you choose to share the best team in the world, globalfortraders.world. Okay, part four, trading strategies, finding your sweet spot. Hedging opportunities for producers and buyers. Consider long term contracts to manage price risk. Look how a whole country, can feel protected because they have 6 months of consumption. But 6 months is like, whew, super fast. A country should plan way ahead than that. So that's why private equity masters. They master the world. It's normal because, I don't know if you ever played poker, but there's a big difference in playing poker with beans or with your own money. This is the difference between private and public management. And that's why private management always wins, because you pay for your mistakes. Okay, Global Food Traders perspective. Our team at Global Food Traders can help you navigating these complex markets. We offer tailored solutions to risk management, procurement, logistics, and bank interlocutions with the borders and everything. Contact us today for a personalized consultation, and we can make a lot of money together. Okay, so this is it. Globalfoodtraders.world. You can schedule a video call with us to find the best solution for you and your team, and we are gonna put our whole team to work together. That's a wrap up on our deep dive into the Icumsa sugar market. Remember, staying informed is key in the world of commodities. Subscribe to our channel for weekly updates and insights. Until next time, happy trading. Contact us today.